view. Oh, so pretty. Here, I'm going to hand the camera to Dan. Come here, babe. I'm showing the view.
Well, the camera doesn't do it justice. I was just trying to capture it.
Well, I'm going to make something.
Well, we got a beautiful view of these trees right here. And bam, the Grand Tetons. And they look much bigger in real life than they do on this camera. I still can't believe that that's the view out of our RV windows.
I mean, seriously. Can you see that?
Not anymore. If you want to be able to see us.
Now you can see us, but you can't see that.
Well, good morning, America.
Good morning from the Grand Tetons National Park.
Grand Teton National Park. There's only one Grand Teton.
Grand Teton.
All the rest are less than Grand Tetons.
National Park.
Except for these Tetons right here.
He will not let that joke go.
It's my favorite Tetons.
Ruining the Tetons.
Here, let's get up closer to the shot. There we go. Hey, you're watching Rockin' and Rollin'. I'm Dan.
I'm Jenna.
And we're the Thompsons.
And we've got a story to tell you.
About some Tetons.
Rockin' and rollin', life rocks when your home rolls.
So, how about this spot? I mean, minus these gnats this morning.
So, how about this spot?
No, seriously though, the spot is amazing. We've been here for 5 days. This is free. Free
Camping.
We have been here for free. This spot is glorious.
Yep.
It's also very, very popular.
It's very popular, but we lucked out and we got a super private spot.
We did. We came up here just as 2 families were leaving and were able to pull our rig right in. Last time we left you, we were in Victor, Idaho. We had decided not to take the pass, the 22.
The Teton Pass.
the
10% grade for what, 3 or 4 miles?
Yeah,
something
no
like that?
thank you.
Yeah.
No thank you. So we instead went back around through Swan Valley and up through Jackson. And it took longer, quite a bit longer.
It's about I think it took us about 2.5 hours.
But it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
The drive was beautiful. So, can I get some more volume out of this? Like, seriously. Cosmetology problems.
Yeah. Not too bad for 5 days of boondocking.
Boondocking problem. These gnats
Freaking
will
gnats.
not leave us alone. Where's that thing?
The bugs here really are not that bad, but they're bothering us now. They can't see you down there. Here's the thing. Adventure is out there, but so are bugs. We've tried everything to keep the bugs away. In fact, I feel like we've come up with a pretty good system to keep them away. I've actually been thinking about doing a video on how to keep bugs away from you when you're in the outdoors. RV camping.
Listen, I love camping. I just don't love camping as my life all the time. I want to have a bug-free zone somewhat.
That's right. This is living for us. It's not camping. So camping, you can put up with some mosquitoes and some beetles and stuff for a few days, but when you're living life, you just don't want that stuff in your face all the time.
Anyway,
so where we're staying is called Teton View Dispersed Camping. So there's a lower Teton View.
Sorry.
So there's a lower Teton View and an upper Teton View. So if there's no room in the upper, you can stay in the lower until a space opens up. And you can stay here up to 5 nights absolutely free. And you're we actually might still technically be in Teton National Park, but you're outside the gates. It's about a half hour from the gate to get in.
Yeah, but it's the best view up here. Especially you can tell everybody parks their rigs so they can see that view. So
yes,
it is definitely the best boondocking
in the area for sure.
Yeah, and we have to give a shout out and a thank you to Michael Loftus for giving us the heads up on this spot because it's an awesome spot. So thanks, Michael.
Yeah, we're just gonna mention them in every single one of our videos. He was super cool. He actually coached me on some tips of how to get in and get the best spot, and it was super helpful. So
yeah, it is really helpful if you have a vehicle to detach to be able to drive up because it's basically a narrow one-way road getting up here. So if you have somebody wait up at the top just to make sure nobody's coming down while your rig is coming up or vice versa.
A vehicle that's easy to drive in reverse if you do meet a Class A or a large fifth wheel coming down.
Right.
You can reverse it. But yeah, you definitely want to send somebody up first to hold the road for you to come up.
And to scout it out. That was a good way to do it too. But anyway, regardless, it's a beautiful view and we're sad to leave. We're leaving today, but we're headed to Yellowstone. Hopefully.
Maybe. We're headed in the general direction of Yellowstone. We'll just see.
So it's a good stop on your way heading up to Yellowstone.
Absolutely.
And,
don't miss it. Spend 5 days here.
Yeah, and we explored inside the actual gates of the national park. We went to Jenny Lake.
Yep.
Here we go. On a hike to around Jenny Lake. I mean, I don't think we're gonna make it all the way around Jenny Lake, but we're gonna make it as far as our feet will take us. As our little feet will take us. And see where we get. Let me see. They don't look bad, see? It just hurt a little bit, huh? Look at that face.
I don't see any rock.
Gotta pick up your feet when you hike, pretty girl.
I tripped on a rock and hurt myself.
I'm all covered up though. You better now.
I do.
What do you think so far? What do you think so far?
This is fun.
I don't believe you. Little Miss Positive.
It's pretty, huh?
You're exhausted, you're tired, you got a banged up knee. You got coronavirus.
No, it is just water.
I know, I'm
He's
just kidding.
just kidding.
I'm just joking. And yet you still have a positive attitude. I love it.
Careful. Well, they're slippery. That's really what it is. How you doing back there?
Holding up the rear.
Daddy's got the bear spray.
The bear spray ready.
I think it either fell down or it was struck down. Awesome little hikers. So proud of them. I'm proud of this awesome little hiker. Of course, this awesome hiker. This elevation is no joke. We're used to Prescott, which is like, I don't know, 5,500? I think this is like 7,000, maybe more, now that we're on this hike. I don't know. It makes you breathe like...
A little spring.
You got it? Woo!
Good job.
Good job. That was a fun hike. We didn't do the whole thing because we have the kids.
But yeah, we did a pretty good portion of it. We went clockwise up, and then we did the additional hike to Hidden Falls.
Oh, so pretty.
And so much different terrain
Yeah.
and foliage and just beautiful views and wildlife and stuff. It was super cool.
So would we do it again?
Oh, absolutely. Payoff is definitely worth it.
Go to Hidden Falls
Definitely.
off of Jenny Lake. The hike here is beautiful. The payoff is beautiful.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for being a good little hike.
Oh, you're so welcome. Look at that waterfall. Come all the way up there.
And then we told the kids that if they made it all the way there without complaining, that we would take them on a boat ride back. And so we hopped on the ferry and rode across the lake back. And that was a fun little hike.
Yeah, you could also, you know, we had talked about it. The next day we went bike riding. You could also bike ride from Taggart, I think it was called Taggart Trail Head, to Jenny Lake, and then take the boat across, do Hidden Falls, take the boat back, and ride back. That was a cool way to do it too. Or if you just want to do Hidden Falls, just take the boat there, do Hidden Falls, and take the boat back.
I do think, the more I thought about it, like the bike ride there with the boat would be cool, but you do miss out on all those lake views and stuff at the hike. I mean, we're going to put in a bunch of B-roll of the hike, and it was gorgeous, and it was a lot of fun. So we also met the Honeycutt Crew. If you guys don't follow them, you should definitely follow their YouTube channel. I'll put a link up there in an iCard. Turns out, Ben and I actually go way back. So Ben is the lead singer of a band back in the day called Candle Fuse. And my band, actually, we traveled to Nashville to be part of this stage production conference and compete in a battle of bands. And so I actually met him like 15 years ago in his band. And like we went out to dinner and stuff, and we totally remembered them. And ultimately our band ended up recording an album using the producer of their album because we like the way their album sound and stuff. So it's kind of a weird connection. But anyway, how random to meet someone like that just out here in the middle of nowhere.
And that's the cool thing about this lifestyle is just the time that you get to spend with people that you never would have met. We never would have met them. They're from Georgia.
Yeah, never would have ran into Ben ever again.
Across the country from us in Arizona, and we never would have met them had we not been on this journey.
Now, I know you guys are just dying to know what happened with the roof leak, right? We told you in Idaho
That's right.
that it rained and Jenna went to go swat a mosquito on the roof or on the ceiling, and then water poured in. And oh, that was frustrating.
Yeah.
So I am sticking paper towels up in these creases, and it's wicking the water out of this area of the ceiling. Seems to be where it's all kind of pooling. So I'm just doing my best to kind of wick all of the water out the best that I can. So hopefully, if the weather forecast is correct, we have about 5 days of no rain, just direct sunlight. So hopefully we can get this all dried out. I can reseal up the roof, and this will be the last of it. So here's up close. You can see how it's pulling the moisture out of the ceiling here. It's just wicking it down into the dry parts of the towel.
Daddy's up there working on the roof. Poor Daddy. He's up there finishing the roof
Can I help go up?
because we had a leak. Yay!
Yay! Shake down.
Full-time life. Woohoo! Woohoo!
All right, spent all of yesterday cleaning up this seam right here, just pulling up the old crappy Eternabond and die-core job that was done there. You can see over here, this is what the old stuff kind of looked like. And that needs to be redone eventually, but right now it seems like it's keeping water out. Maybe this spot right here, I might throw a little die-core on just to be safe, because it looks a little torn up. Anyway, the worst part of it is over, and that's the cleaning off the old stuff. So you can see I threw down some new Eternabond. I rolled it really good, and I'm gonna take a break for lunch, and then I'm gonna just load this thing with die-core on all edges. We're gonna die-core that crap. Time to die-core that crap. All right, 7 tubes of die-core later. Definitely not the prettiest job, but effective, I hope. I learned something new today. Die-core comes in a couple of different colors. So you can tell where my white ran out and I started using tan. This was my biggest concern because this stretch right here, basically from where that tan starts all the way to about right here, is definitely where the water was getting in. There were several spots where I saw wet dirt, I guess we call that mud, mud underneath when I pulled up the other Eternabond and die-core. So that's my main concern. It looks like I overkilled that, so we should be good. We'll certainly find out because there's rain coming tomorrow and the next day. So hopefully no more water in the ceiling. Good grief, look at this view. This camera does not do it justice. I mean, it's like the Matterhorn at Disneyland, but like real life. That's crazy. I think we got it all figured out. There's no more water in our ceiling. We can't get any more moisture to come out, so that's a good sign. But we'll just, I guess, have to wait for another rainstorm to see if more comes in.
Oh, the fun and joy of full-time RV life.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do when you visit the National Tetons, is you want to spend 2 days on your roof cooking in the sun.
I mean, at least the view from up there is killer,
Yeah.
so there's that.
There are worse places to do a really sucky repair job, but still, I would have rather spent those 2 days hiking and exploring and doing fun stuff instead of repairing my roof. But you know, this is life. You know, home repairs are a part of life, right? You know, you think you leave that stuff when you leave your sticks and bricks house, but they don't. They follow you. So it's just a different kind of maintenance, right?
Daddy?
Saved
We
your
need
life.
this thermostat like right here. People are gonna think that we're just like paid to sponsor or promote this, but we just really don't want bugs in our face while we're filming.
Check not sponsored. Oh, we saw a moose.
Yes, our first wild moose. Did you get it on camera?
I barely. I got like the tail end of it, but
that is for sure a moose.
what?
It's a little female
I
moose.
couldn't get it. Dang it. We
You
saw a
didn't
moose. I mean, I think I got a piece of it. It was not a bull moose, but
Yeah,
it was a moose. I've been like dying to see a moose in the wild.
No antlers, so it was a little weird. At first I was like, why is that horse running like it's drunk? I don't know if you've seen a moose run, but it's hilarious. It looks like
They
a...
have like this like thing under
Yeah,
there.
the little waddle under there. I think God was still waking up the morning that he created the moose. It's a really funny looking creature, especially without the horns. The horns make it like really majestic.
Yeah.
But when you see a cow moose that doesn't have horns, then it's like...
What it's called, a cow moose?
Yeah, it's a bull or a cow, I believe.
Interesting.
And so when you
Heifer?
see it, it's just like...
Anyway.
I'll have my editor take that part out. I'm the editor, by the way. Also, my wife's beautiful.
Also, my wife beautiful?
My wife's beautiful.
Well, beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Hey, when I rewind that footage...
I promise.
Also, my wife's beautiful. My wife's beautiful.
Well, beautiful. I promise there's coffee in this.
Somebody else is still waking up this morning. How about that view?
Oh,
Here, let's
so
I'm
pretty.
gonna adjust the exposure so you can see that view.
Look at that again.
Oh
Can
my
you guys
goodness.
See that? Seriously.
I mean, the camera really doesn't do it justice.
no,
Let's be
it
real.
really doesn't. But that's the view we've had, just like sitting and eating dinner, waking up first thing in the morning,
Having some
Like, can I
coffee.
just build a cabin right here?
Right
I'm
in
good with
this
that.
spot. Can you step in the camera? It's not focused.
Sorry.
There we go. Sorry for wanting our footage to be good looking, like you. Well, anyway, it sucks to leave, but we're leaving today. And we
the
are
weather's so
headed
nice.
to somewhere.
What is this?
I don't know.
Hopefully Yellowstone.
Hopefully Yellowstone.
For my
We'll see what
birthday.
happens. Anyway, we have a spot booked, so hopefully we'll make it there.
Better make it there.
So if you want to see our adventures in maybe Yellowstone, definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, and if the video's already done, I'll put it right up over there. And remember, until next time, life rocks.
On your home rolls.